Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Stardew Valley. Yesterday, we went into the Calico mines and the regular mines. We kind of pulled double duty on that front, and found a good variety of stuff, so I sold off all of my already made metals, because, well, we can make more really easily now. Alright, so our spirits today are in good humor, okay. So I may just try to finish out the iridium ring stuff today, because I just need 2 more solar essences with which to do it. Alright, so let's see, my iron should be, well done. So I'm going to pop some more in the kitty here, just to get them going, because, I mean, might as well not waste any time with them. Okay. Oh, I got too many, and I was sitting there counting them off, too. Alright, there we go. So I'll go ahead and get these moving. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to obviously do my ablutions. And then we are going to go back into the iron mines one last time, because now that I'm almost done, I want to go ahead and finish that out, just so that we can have that iridium ring, because I've never had one before, so I'll be curious to see how good it does. But yeah, I'll do my ablutions, and I will see you guys on the other side. Alrighty, so this is a good sign. I get here and a ghost is already there to greet me with his precious solar essence. If I can get one more of those, then we have our goal, ultimately. And, oh, well, we have our goal, and that may kind of do it for my trip to the mines today. I don't know, but we can get ourselves a nice little ruby. So, I think once we meet the solar essences goal and I can make the iridium ring, then I think what I'll do from there is probably my next goal, just from a sheer achievement perspective, so to speak, is I want to get that last house upgrade. We've got a fair bit of hardwood, but I've not been super diligent about collecting it. Shame on me, I suppose. But I've not been super diligent about collecting it, so I need to... Obviously, I can get hardwood every day from both the secret forest and from the house, so that, of course, is a good thing to do. And I think if I'm able to do that for the next probably few days, I should be able to get the house upgrade. Well, assuming I have enough money for it, I should be able to get the house upgrade before the end of the year. And if I am able to pull that off, then I'll feel pretty good about myself, just kind of toward the end. Because I'll be honest, I've been kind of... I've felt a little bit goalless, I guess, the last few days as far as what I wanted to achieve. The iridium ring is fine, but it's a pretty... That's a pretty spare thing to be questing for when it's all it really is a... I mean, it's a good ring, but all it is a ring. So, it's not the most compelling of goals, I guess, even for me, and I'm the one playing the game. I don't know. I mean, I suppose I could try to, like I said, try to go after a certain type of monster and find where they are and just sort of hunt them down. Oh my god, look at you guys. Man, yes, I will gladly greet you. I don't know why I keep thinking that... let me sort this out here. That's why I was thinking that, because the weapon was always to the right of the pickaxe whenever it's sorted. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so, yeah, it's kind of been a little bit of a spare goal to go after, oh, I'm going to make an iridium ring, yay me! Because that, I don't know, I mean, it'll be helpful, sure, but it's not exactly the sort of thing that's like, ooh, you know, baby, what a sexy goal. Going after a type of monster a lot probably would have been a more, I guess, suggestible goal. I don't know. But anyway, as far as stuff I guess that I'll talk about for now is... Well, let's see. Okay, so I've already talked about, I guess, games that I'm looking forward to, particularly trying to get a little bit more of Dragon Quest XI. I guess I could talk a bit about Final Fantasy XIV today. And, of course, for anybody who's not aware, Final Fantasy XIV is an MMO. It is an MMO set in the world of Eorzea, E-O-R-Z-E-A, that is home to, well, a number of different factions. Most of them live together peacefully with, let's see, New Gridania, or, well, New Gridania at this point. Let's see... Limsa Lamensa, and... Oh, shoot. I don't know why I'm forgetting the third one, considering it's where I started out. But anyway, a number of different factions that largely represent the people of Eorzea. And they are generally arrayed against, basically, the Empire. Kind of a lot like the Gestalian Empire in Final Fantasy VI. They use Magitech. They're the big bads, really. And they obviously have a few forces of their own to help them out. And they're essentially, it's kind of a fairly bare plot as far as bad guys are concerned, because you know who the bad guys are. They're the really fancy-looking ones with all the Magitech power, and they're trying to oppress the simple people of Eorzea. They're trying to take over the world, etc. It's a fun game, though. I like playing it, even if the plot is maybe not super compelling. It's still a pretty good plot for an MMO. Oh, we've got ourselves a rare Super Slime here, huh? Congratulations, I just killed you and stole your glow ring. I'm gonna sell it. Ah, there's another ghost and another solar essence if I want it. Go ahead and grab you, or that didn't kill you, interesting. So, it's a good game. I enjoy playing it. For anybody who, I guess, is interested or cares, I'm on the, let's see, I'm on Leviathan, the server, on the North American data center. And you can pretty well pick me out because, well, my internet nom de guerre for most things is my internet nom de guerre there, so, you know, probably go crazy if any of you play 14. Or if any of you play MMOs at all, if you guys want to talk about it, I suppose, or tell me which games you play and why you enjoy them, by all means. I think MMOs are pretty fun. It's just, obviously, with a game, with something like that, you got to be careful about spending too much of your time on it and getting addicted. And that's a pretty real issue. But I've not found that to be too much of a problem, simply because I just don't have enough time. With my schedule being as it is, I work all the time. And when I'm not working, I'm usually actually working on this. It's rather tough to be able to, I guess, to play my MMOs all that often. I know I've had friends who play we played Final Fantasy XI for a little bit. I have friends who play World of Warcraft. I used to play World of Warcraft back in the day, but I haven't in a long time. I don't know. I just don't really feel the desire to. So, yeah, I mean, if anybody wants to contribute their own MMO experiences, I'm very much a kind of a casual MMO player, and I feel bad about that, honestly. Because a lot of the people in my FC, my free company, are very into kind of the more... Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and leave now and go back to the bus stop. And I think we'll chop down some trees for the rest of the day because I want to go ahead and get my hardwood for the day. So I am more of a casual player, and I kind of feel bad about it because a fair number of the people who are in my FC they're very much more in-game type players. I don't know what I just put up. Okay. They're very much more in-game type players. The good thing about it is, though, they don't force it on anybody. They don't push anybody to be in-game, which is nice because I know there are some FCs out there or some guilds, if you're talking about World of Warcraft or something like that. I know there are other places or other organizations that are very intensive about you being an in-game player and, oh, well, you know, if you sign up with us, you better be able to raid X amount of times a week and so on. I've never really been up for that sort of thing too much, so I'm glad that, I mean, as much as many of them are in-game players and they're all into the raid content and all that, they don't ever get on to me because I'm not, and they always have helped me out with the things that I need to do to help advance, essentially, the game story. So I am glad of that. I could be in much worse straits if I got into the wrong FC, so I'm glad I'm in a good one. Alright, let's see. Let's grab you to sell. I suppose I can sell some of you. I've got plenty of frozen crystals now. Okay, but most importantly, let's make that iridium ring because that's the whole point of this endeavor in the first place. Okay, so iridium ring is... Let's see. Where is it? Okay, iridium. Oh, I need 5 iridium bars. That's why I was keeping those. Okay. Well. Alright, guys. Let's make ourselves a brand new spiffy diffy Glows attracts items and increases attack damage by 10% ring. Cool. Alright, that is obviously going to go and place on my glow ring. So now, there you go. We are even more powerful than before. Alright, so I guess in that case, actually, let me put my void essences back up there. And I think that'll do it for the moment. Let's see. Wait, did my cat just jump? Why did my cat jump? That's weird. Let's put you in here. Okay, put you in here too, I guess. Oh, I have 4 of them? Wow. Grab my axe. Ugh! Alright, you just lay around there, cat. But yeah, I really like Final Fantasy XIV, and if you guys have any MMOs that you like, go ahead and tell me, because I rather enjoy them. Although, I mean, as I mentioned, they do have an issue with being addictive, so you gotta be careful about that. They're still fun anyway, as long as you don't lose too much track of time and kind of let things get the best of you. Let's see, let me think. I'm trying to think of some other subjects sort of along with that I could talk about. Actually, I'd suppose I could just talk about addictive games in general, and part of the reason I haven't been playing so much Final Fantasy XIV lately is because I've been playing a fair bit of Fallout 4, and we can blame Steve and George for that, because I started watching his Fallout 4 Let's Play probably a couple of months ago or so now, and, well, uh-oh, I guess they're not done quite yet. Okay, they're almost done if that's lighting up. Or am I wrong? I don't know. Anyway, I can sell some stuff and we can collect it in a minute. Okay. Yeah, I think it's popping up now. Alright, you guys go in there. That should do for the moment, I think. Okay, yeah, it's done. Good. Alright. So, yeah, I've been playing a lot of Fallout 4, and I've been really enjoying it. The one thing that I have, I suppose you could call it a complaint about, is I decided I wanted to mod the game a little bit, mostly because I needed to have a better way of getting ammunition, because you can't really make ammunition in the game. It's kind of like Skyrim, where you're not able to get arrows. You're not able to make arrows, you just have to find them. So I modded Skyrim to where I could make arrows, and I modded Fallout 4 to where you could make ammunition. So, I mean, that's a good thing. I'm glad to have it, but the biggest issue I have with it, I suppose, is that it then turns off achievements. And I mean, I can understand why they do that from Bethesda's perspective, because basically they say, oh, well, you know, what if you mod this to make yourself, like, super strong, and so you end up being able to just get those achievements by barely even, I guess, breathing, and then suddenly, you know, it's off to the races. You can get those achievements in like 5 hours, and then the rest of the game is just pretty much... What is this? What am I seeing? That glow there. I don't know if you guys are seeing it. You may be able to see it now, but I don't know what I'm seeing here, or what it means anyway. So I can understand why they did that, because they wanted to make it to where people couldn't just kind of cheat their way to achievements. But it's still a bit of a bummer, because it means that I can't get achievements in Fallout 4 now, and there's some things that I wanted to really get kind of on my record, I suppose, that I'm able to do. So it's a little bit of a bummer that that's the case, but I can kind of, like I said, I can kind of understand it from Bethesda's perspective. Although it still is a little bit of a bummer that something that's not in the game proper that really kind of needed to be, which is ammo crafting, that ultimately breaks me being able to get achievements in the game. But I've been having fun with it. My character, Madeline Van Pooberton, has been busy cleaning up the wasteland one cleared location at a time, and one companion at a time. Because one of the things I've really been trying to do is get the companion perks for everybody. And so far, I've done pretty well with it. I've got perks for, let's see. I've got Codsworth. I've got, let's see. I'll think. Come on, Eric. I've got a few different perks. I've got Kate. I've got Piper. And I'm working on McCready right now. I've got Oh, that's not where you need to go. I've got Curie's up far enough to where I could end up getting hers fairly soon, because I'm at a point in her companioning that I need to further the story of Fallout 4 in order to be able to push that forward. And any of you who've played the game, you probably know what I'm talking about. But I'm in the middle of that. I've got McCready with me right now, who is a character actually from Fallout 3 that any of you who have played Fallout 3 would recognize. So it's been interesting. I've enjoyed it. It's been an interesting experience just because I played it for a while and I thought I was never going to come back to the game again, just because I thought I had gotten about as much out of it as I could. Then I started watching Steven play it, and that kind of enhanced my desire to get more out of the game. So there you go. Okay, so I got 28 hardwood today, and that brings me up to how much? 85. So let's see, I would need another 65 to get to 150. So that's 3 days of hardwood, if I don't find any in the mines and kind of get lucky with that. But that should pretty well do it for today, I think. So thank you guys for joining me. Appreciate it as always. I forgot another birthday because I'm terrible about forgetting birthdays. I get so wrapped up in exploring and all that I just totally gas out on them. Sorry, Leah. But anyway, tomorrow will be the day before Christmas. I mean, the Festival of the Winter Star. So I'm going to focus on doing more money type stuff and, well, seeing if we can get ourselves a good gift for Penny. So thank you guys for joining me. Appreciate it as always. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.